What's up, guys? Highside Broadcasting once again, coming back to you guys again today with this NASCAR 2002 racing game. We are once again back for the series, and this is the wrong season. Let me go in here and change. There we go. Alright, I apologize for that. I was sitting there looking and I said, Rockingham, didn't we just do Rockingham? Yes, we were at Las Vegas Speedway. You can see we're only 2 races in. Kurt Busch, Chase Elliott in second right now, tied with Matty Benedetto and Kyle Busch. Only 1 point ahead of Ryan Preece, and then Reddick with a win. Bowman, you see him down here with a win. So on and so forth. We'll go down here, look at the standings down here also. You know, Bell, McDowell, McLeod, Chastain really struggling. So, but with that being said, we'll go ahead and we'll move past. Did Daytona, did Rockingham. We are now at Las Vegas. And the roster, once again, it changes every week with the part-time guys. And then you got some guys doing one-offs and stuff. So this week, we have James Davison in the 15. Looks like that's the only guy we got here. We'll scroll down. Cody Ware doing another start in the 51. Bilecki in the 52. Joey Gase in the 53. Timmy Hill making another start. Justin Haley, B.J. McLeod. Ty Dillon making his first start for the Gomprellers, number 96 team. They usually like to do the super speedways. They do like to do the road courses too. But they said, screw it, we'll do Daytona. And then also Daniel Suarez. With that being said, we got the practice. We'll go ahead and we'll move past the practice. Mark Truex Jr. is really fast. Looks like in practice right now. Matty Benedetto off to a great start this season. We see him up there at Daytona and Rockingham, tied for second in the standings. He is 4th right now. Matty Benedetto off to a great start this season. Nobody expected that, but Christopher Bell needs a really strong run. Joe Gibbs to the top of the board, 1st and 2nd. They also got the win last week with Denny Hamlin. I do not see Kyle Busch inside the top. Well, never mind, he's 18th. Who's struggling? Michael McDowell really struggling this season. See Jones, Alex Bowman in 34th. Holy moly. Josh Bilecki all the way up in 24th. Look at that. Haley in 15th. We'll go ahead and we'll move on into qualifying. Practice always beat practice. Denny Hamlin trying to go 2 in a row on the pole next to Kyle Larson. Larson and Ellie started on the front row last week. They are starting 2nd and 3rd this week. Joey Logano needs a good run. William Byron for Hendricks up there in 6th. Martin Truex and Kyle Busch, teammates, 6th and 7th. More teammates, Brad Keselowski, Ryan Blaney, Brad Keselowski. And then Christopher Bell, Tyler Reddick, Alex Bowman. He is the final Hendrick car, and he is 12th. The other 3 are inside the top 5, so Hendricks having a good week this week. Suarez, all the way up there in 15th. He'll be looking for a good run. So you guys can see Wallace, Newman, Kurt Busch, your point leader, back in 20th. Obviously, he won't keep the points in that Chip Ganassi racing car. Though you look down far enough and you see Timmy Hill, Josh Bilecki, 28th and 29th, which means we have some full-time guys who are really struggling. And those look to be Michael McDowell. Qualified fairly well, 22nd for him. Corey LaJoie and Anthony Alfredo, yeah, those 2. Cody Ware ahead of both of them. He will not be in the 51 next week. I'm not sure who will be, but it will not be Cody Ware. Just going to put that out there now. Cody Ware is going to be taking the first race off, knowing he is part-time. James Davison and Ty Dillon making their first start. Joey Gase making his first start in the 53. I believe he's made his start in some other cars. It might be his first start in the entire season. I'm not sure. B.J. McLeod back there in 39th. Josh Bilecki supposedly running the full-time schedule this year, but it's not exactly decided yet. Warm-up. We'll see who's fast in warm-up now. Obviously, warm-ups don't really matter a whole lot. Just guys feeling out their cars. Suarez to the top of the board. Look at that. Daniel Suarez. So as you guys know, we go ahead and accelerate this right here. Go to Denny Hamlin, pole sitter, last week's winner. And they are on their way out of pit road. 41 laps at Las Vegas. I'm going to look at it from a spectator point of view. Look at that. That's a really good view right there of all the cars as they head into the turn. Las Vegas, not a whole lot of banking in the turns. TV1, and they are coming to the line, and the green flag is in the air. Denny Hamlin will lead them off into turn number 1. Right behind him, Chase Elliott, off to a great start this season, trying to be points leader coming out of this week. And Hendrick, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Elliott, Byron, and Larson. But the Joe Gibbs machine of Denny Hamlin trying to go 2 in a row this week. Byron looks like he missed the turn. He's going to give room for Kyle Larson to get under him. Some good racing going on back here. Look at that. Tyler Reddick and Martin Truex Jr. going at it. Ryan Blaney right there. And Kevin Harvick as well. Look at Daniel Suarez running up there. Very good start to this race for him. Racing with Bowman, Stenhouse, Bell, Blaney. Right ahead of all of them is Kevin Harvick riding in that 11th position right now, as you guys can see at the top right of your guys' screen. You should be able to see that. Blaney, Suarez. 10th is Harvick now. DiBenedetto falling back quite a bit. Ryan Newman behind him. McDowell and Wallace right under him. Kurt Busch. This is for probably 15th through 20th probably right here. Kurt Busch, Bowman. Sending it in hard on that outside is Matt DiBenedetto. Almost cleared Bubba Wallace up there. But Kurt Busch is below him. And now the inside going to get the big run. DiBenedetto going to fall back to 20th. But back out front, Denny Hamlin and Chase Elliott going at it. I don't think they will need to pit. 66 laps. It's only a 41 lap race. These guys should be good on gas. Fast forward the race just a little bit. Don't want to bore you guys too much, but Denny Hamlin is still out front. Him and Chase Elliott trying to put a gap on the guys behind him. Byron still within reach, though, of camera shot. They'll have 30 to go this time by. Well, 32 to go. Remember, we've seen an early caution at Daytona and a late race caution where the race ended under yellow at Rockingham. B.J. McLeod, Ty Dillon, Justin Haley, Cody Ware, and Quinn Houff all together right here. Denny Hamlin has led every lap so far, 30 to go. Elliott peeking. Chase Elliott is right there. Elliott looked under Denny Hamlin. Not quite gonna be able to make the move yet. Elliott looks under Hamlin. He's going to send it in there. Hamlin on the outside. Chase Elliott was able to get to his inside. Can't quite make it stick. But he still has the inside, but Hamlin cleared him coming out of the turn. The outside prevails a lot easier here than what it did at Rockingham last race. Byron Larson, Kyle Busch coming into the picture here. Oh, Elliott may have given him a little tap there. See Joey Logano right behind Busch. Top 6. Broke away here. Gibbs, Hendricks, and Penske. Hamlin's doing a really good job defending. But you can only defend for so long as the guys behind you get to be more and more aggressive. Oh, Elliott's going to send it in again. Kyle Busch way up the track behind these guys. Hamlin and Chase Elliott out front. William Byron, Kyle Larson trying to pull away from Kyle Busch and Joey Logano. Maybe an early big 3 here. Denny Hamlin, Chase Elliott, and Kyle Larson seeming to be the dominant guys. Oh, Elliott gave Denny Hamlin a bumper, but Elliott was the one that went up the track. Oh, Elliott's starting to get a little bit more aggressive as the cars behind him start pressuring him a little bit more. He probably has a little bit of ease being teammates, William Byron and Kyle Larson behind them, or him, but he does got to go, and there are cars behind his teammates, so Hamlin's holding him up clearly right now, and Elliott is not happy. Wouldn't want to be listening into the radio chatter on that 9 car right now. Is he going to send it in here? He has position. You can see he's checking up a little bit more going into the turn. He's getting himself a better exit, though. But Hamlin's just running a higher line, so Hamlin's going to get a better exit regardless. Elliott's starting to get pressured now by the 24 William Byron. Larson seeming to be patient. Elliott checks up big time going into the turn. He's going to get a good drive off here, though. See if he can use that draft, maybe get a good run going into this first turn. Top 6 definitely have broken away from the rest of the pack by a pretty good bit. No cautions yet, but we know how they seem to want to come later in the race. Remember, Denny Hamlin won the race last week off of a caution that came out late And race ended under yellow. Elliott seeming to be a little bit more patient. I don't know. He's really checking up. You can see a lot going into that turn. Byron peaked under the 9. I think that tells the 9, you gotta go. Your teammates can only be so patient. Anybody can only be so patient. Hamlin up the track a little bit. He gave room to the 9. Does the 9 make the move into this turn? He is there. He peaks low. This is his chance to make the move. He's been setting him up. He has the position. He is under the 11 car. It has taken him so many laps to get into this position, but he loses the momentum coming out of the turn and couldn't quite complete the pass. He may have to rough up the 11 a little bit to make this pass. It's racing. You got to do what you got to do, but he may need to. The 11 car has a really strong car out front and is extremely hard to pass right now. At Rockingham, every turn the leader was getting passed. Here, the leader is yet to be passed. All 24 of these laps have been led by Denny Hamlin, and Elliott does not look to make a move this time by. He's got a good run coming out of this turn. Maybe he can set him up in the first turn, but looks like his car bobbed a little bit. He lost his momentum. He's still there, though. This is the closest he's been to the 11 down the front straightaway. He didn't peak to make a move, though. Maybe going to set him up. Hamlin lost his momentum right there. Elliott has a chance again. He's going to need to rough up the 11, I believe, to make a move. And here he is. He's going low once again. Does Chase Elliott make the pass? He goes low. He once again has position. Peaked out front for a second. He loses his momentum once again on the inside line. He's still under the 11 car. This is his opportunity now going into the first turn. He is still under the 11 car side by side at the line. Lap 26 now. And Elliott going to send it in once again on the bottom. Oh, he really sent it in up the track. And he almost cleared the 11. Kyle Larson going to pass Denny Hamlin as well. And now he's going to look under the 9. New leader at Las Vegas. Can Elliott keep it for even half a lap, though? Larson is now under the 9, but the 9 is going to carry the momentum off, just like Hamlin was doing to him. But Larson's still there, is he? Who's going to lead this lap? I think Chase Elliott led it, but now it looks to be... Look at Kyle Busch here into this position now. It has turned into Hendricks versus Gibbs. Larson and Elliott, Hamlin and Kyle Busch, and even William Byron also for Hendricks, and Joey Logano, the Penske car, just watching all of this happen right behind him. Oh, this racing is getting good now. Hamlin going to have to make a move back on Kyle Larson if he wants to get back out front. He's led all but 2 laps. And those 2 laps was led by Chase and 1 by Kyle Larson. Can Kyle Busch come in here and sneak this win out? Or maybe even William Byron get himself a win early this season. Here comes Hamlin, a good run coming out of the turn. This is his opportunity to try to make the move on the 5. He kind of peaks. Oh, he is there. He forced the 5 up the track. Oh, look at the line Kyle Larson took right there. A huge run coming out of the turn. Hamlin's also got a good run coming out. And that was an interesting set of corners right there by the 5 and the 11. Elliott and Byron and Logano got to make up some ground here if they want to get back into this battle. Remember how hard it is to pass one car. You know, they're back there 3rd or 4th and 5th right now. They got to pass several. And Hamlin peaks again on Larson. When one car gets forced to the outside, we see him lose several spots. Elliott went to the outside. When Larson was under him, lost 3 or 4 spots. Hamlin was on the outside. Larson and Elliott both got by him. But Kyle Larson out front right now with Denny Hamlin and Kyle Busch on his tail. Oh, Hamlin up the track. Not sure what happened to him. If he's having an issue or if he just misses mark or something. I don't know. He is holding up those guys behind him, though. I'm not sure what happened to Denny Hamlin right there, but Kyle Busch is second. Stays out on the track, so maybe there's nothing wrong with his car. I'm not exactly sure what happened to Denny Hamlin right there. Oh, Hamlin way up the track. I think his car's falling off, getting tight. Ooh, contact between Denny Hamlin and William Byron. And Logano is under Elliott. No, Elliott went to close the door, but didn't. Logano's still under him. Larson and Kyle Busch now. The Kyle show. Kyle and Kyle out front right now. Logano passing Chase and Denny. Can he get by William Byron now? Elliott way up the track. He isn't even going to be able to get by the 11. Oh, he's got another run here. We got like 8 to go, 9 to go now, so these guys need to get to the front. Denny Hamlin all the way back to 6th now. Blaney leads that second group back there, a big group. But the most important group is the one out front right now. Coming to 8 to go. This time by Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch. Does Busch choose to make a move here on Larson anytime soon? They're pulling away from the cars behind them. William Byron, Joey Logano, Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin. It's Kyle Busch and Kyle Larson out front right now. Busch got a good run on Larson. Coming to 6 to go right here. Or 5 to go, I believe. Yeah, 5 to go. This time by. Does Kyle Busch choose to make a move on Kyle Larson anytime soon? It's got to be soon enough, though, coming to 4 to go. Byron's still in the picture. They're leaving the rest of the cars, though, behind them. Something goes on here, Byron could capitalize. But it's his teammate Kyle Larson out front, and another Kyle right behind him is Kyle Busch in second right now, right behind Kyle Larson. Larson was in a good position last week before that caution came out, and ultimately Denny Hamlin ended up with the win. Hamlin has pretty much dominated the first half of this race, but the second half has been, oh, we got pit stops. They do need to pit with 3 to go, coming to 3 to go. They all come down pit road. They all needed tires, I guess. I don't think they needed gas. Super duper duper late pit stop. If anybody can stretch it, that'll be the winner. Did everybody come down pit road? Looks like just this group here. Now, it looks like a lot of cars behind them came down too. They all stretched their tanks. It looks like a splash and go though, so they just needed fuel. Buescher's out front. The only car that stayed out would have been Chris Buescher. Can he stretch it? He is down pit road this time, so no, he cannot. I wonder why he stayed out a lap extra. It would have been 2 to go for him. On his way out of pit road. I don't think he'll be able to hold off Larson. believe Larson just came by. Larson's coming by now. Yeah, Kyle Larson back to the top of the board now. Pit stops being very controversial, and Larson should definitely have it in the bag. 2 to go. They'll be coming to the white flag, and the gap between him and Busch is much bigger. A great pit stop for Kyle Larson. And as Larson comes to the white flag, he's got a really nice gap on the 18 and a huge gap behind him. From the next cars, Chase Elliott, Hamlin, and Logano, and then Byron behind him. Kyle Larson, white flag is in the air. 1 lap to go for Kyle Larson. They go down the back straightaway into the 3rd turn. Half a set of corners for Kyle Larson. And Kyle Larson is going to win at Las Vegas, just like real life earlier this season. Kyle Larson, your winner for the first time this season. So that leaves us with 3 races in, 3 different winners. Tyler Reddick, Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson, Richard Childress, Joe Gibbs, and Rick Hendricks would be the 3 owners of those 3 drivers. Reddick, Hamlin, and now Kyle Larson. They'll go down pit road and end the race. So that will do it. Go and look at the finishing results here. No cautions for the first time this season. 2 cars a lap down. Justin Haley, Ty Dillon. Not a good start for Ty Dillon's season. Kurt Busch ends up with a good finish for him, 7th. Almirola, 8th. Tyler Reddick, 9th. He ended up with a good run for him, getting like 25th last week, and then obviously winning the week before. Harvick, 10th. Blaney, Suarez a good run. Buescher led for a little bit. Led that 1 lap when he stayed out a lap longer than everybody else. Ultimately, 13th place finish for him. Austin Dillon, 14th. Ricky Stenhouse, 15th. Bubba Wallace, Ross Chastain, Timmy Hill, all the way into 18th position ahead of Martin Truex, Brad Keselowski. Matthew Benedetto was tied for 2nd coming into this race. Finishes 22nd. Cole Custer right ahead of him. Custer's teammate right behind Benedetto, Chase Briscoe, and then Michael McDowell. And then Joey Gase ends up 25th. As you guys can see, the rest of the running order. Alex Bowman clearly lacking off behind his teammates. Hendrick's cars were 1st, 3rd, and 6th, and then Bowman slacking off all the way in 28th. LaJoy and Alfredo end up 29th and 30th. That is your top 30 right there, and obviously you can see the cars that struggled even more right behind him. Ryan Newman, a horrible race for him. James Davison, 32nd for his first race this season. Blicky, Half, Ware. Ryan Price all the way back in 36th, and BJ McLeod for Lift Fast Motorsports in 37th. With that being said, that is going to do it. We'll take a quick look at the standings. Kyle Busch tied, it looks like, with Chase Elliott will be your point leaders you see down there. Kurt Busch in 3rd. Atlanta will be next. And yeah, Kyle Busch and Chase Elliott will be tied for the point lead. And then Kurt Busch, Kyle Larson, Joey Logano, Denny Hamlin. Those guys have probably been quite a bit faster than the rest of the field right now. I see Truex Jr. hanging in there in 20th. I'm still looking to see him go to victory lane. Waiting to see a lot of these guys go to victory lane. Even though Bowman was 28th, he ends up still 14th in the standings. Still not sure if I'm going to do playoffs or not. Buescher, solid 16th. Keselowski hanging in there in 13th. Benedetto goes from tied for 2nd with like 3 or 4 drivers all the way to 12th, finishing 22nd today. Almirola up to 19th. Suarez up to 18th. And we'll go ahead and scroll down. See Reddick back up to 7th. LaJoy, Newman, Custer, Jones, Bubba Wallace all the way back in 25th, and Briscoe, Chastain, Bell, McDowell. And look at that, BJ McLeod and Quinn Houff are ahead of Anthony Alfredo. Look at that, McMurray made 1 start, and he's ahead of Josh Bilicki, who made 3 starts by 1 point. Anybody else really struggling? So yeah, Cody Ware, Josh Bilicki looks like to be the guys that are the worst guys in the standings right now that have made all the races. McMurray, Hill, obviously Alfredo, Houff, and McLeod 30th, 31st, 32nd. Corey LaJoy hanging in there though, and 21st in the standings, ahead of Newman, Custer, the new 2311 Bubba Wallace, the 42 Chip Ganassi of Chastain, Bell all the way back in 28th. Boy, he better get a move on if he wants to have a shot for a championship. Still not sure if I'm going to do my own playoff format or not. A long time to figure that out, as we are only 3 of 36 races. And with that being said, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know if you guys like the series that I'm doing. I'm sorry the quality hopefully is better than the previous videos. I know the first one was pretty poor. Hopefully the second one was good. Hopefully this one was even better. But this thing does not have an option to stream, so I gotta do it from my phone. With that being said, till next time, peace out.